Good evening, everybody. It's the Saints Man, small van driver on the CX, and it's Wednesday the 8th. Got my book here, and it's 8:05. It's a bit rubbishy. That's why it's a bit rubbishy picture. Sorry about that, guys, but this is Monday to Wednesday this week, obviously the 6th. First of all, massive thank you. Over 200 subscribers now, 203. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Any comments I'll try and answer. All unedited. What you see is what you get. That's why it's probably not a brilliant video tonight, because it's a pretty shit picture. But hey. Right, start Monday. I booked a job in. Got a job booked in. A little job, actually. Northampton to Solihull, which was really easy. Just at the M42 near Shirley. Dropped that off. I got 48 quid for that. It was 55 miles all in. That was from my house to the pickup, and then I did the job. Then there was a lot of jobs popped up Solihull, and I picked Kidderminster to Chatteris, which is the other side of Peterborough, well, between Huntingdon and Peterborough, that sort of way, Cambridge. It was taking a bit of a chance. It was £105. I booked on that and got it. I bid on it and got it, slightly concerning. I was going to be in Chatteris, which is in the middle of nowhere, really. Didn't know what I was going to get, if you'd get anything at all. And we picked that up. That was virtually instantly after dropping in Solihull, dropping stuff back to a distribution centre, returns. And then at Chatteris, I parked up, had a little bit of lunch, had a little bit of think, and a job popped up. It said Cambridge. I thought, well, that's a fair way from here, but it was a Cambridge postcode that was well north of Cambridge, and it weren't too far away. And it was Cambridge to Hitchin, which I quoted 47 on, which was good money for what I was actually doing, and got it. Yeah, picked it up and got it. So I thought I was going to be stuck in Chatteris. I was going to have to drive to Peterborough and try and get a little, I don't know, little job to Hermes or something like that, a little local Peterborough job if I could, just to top my money up. But no, got Cambridge to Hitchin, which was 47 quid. So that was good, and did that quite easily. That was an easy job. And then I thought I would drive, see what's, and then Chris, who just a lot of work for, one of me, the shipper that gives me loads of work, he phoned me up and said that he had a job, one hit to Blue Water for the next morning if I wanted it. And I said, yeah, I'll take that. I could be in Blue Water for 8 o'clock, so I could get an early start and get some money in the bank. So I went back to Northampton from Hitchin, dead miles I know, but got the load for the next morning. And so Monday I did 321 miles. I only did 9 hours, 9-hour day. So it was quite an easy day, really. And I got exactly on the dot 200 quid. So hit my target, smack on the dot. So no, it wasn't no stress either, quite easy. I was home by 5, started at 8, 9 hours, little breaks. Yeah, it's all right. So Tuesday, never been to Blue Water. I got 72 quid for it, which included he paid my Dartford Bridge. Yeah, strange Blue Water. It sits in a big bowl. You sort of come round on it. Yeah, delivered to a retail. It was retail, and delivered that. A good van though. The back of the van was full, boxes. One hit, straight in. Luckily, found the right delivery point. There's the numbers. I hadn't been told which one was mine, but I found the store and luckily went the right one and got it. And got it tipped straight away. And I went to the food hall. Still not ugly traffic around because it was 8 o'clock 10 past 8 in the morning. And sat and just decided, well, what we're going to do, we're going to have a little sit around. Jobs were pinging in, but all to London, inner London. And I've decided unless I can get nothing else, I'm not really interested in going to London. It just takes too much of the day up. It is good for miles per gallon, pence per mile, but it just takes too long. So a job popped up from Grays, and it's near where I've done a lot of deliveries. There's a company there I work at in Northampton that delivers to this company in Grays. I've done about half a dozen times, and it was 2 doors along from there. It was pick up Grays going to Bourne, back up to Lincolnshire. Again, bit of a dodgy area, thinking, do I want to go there? But the money was good. I quoted 95 quid. And it was a simple pickup. I forget what it was now. A couple of boxes. Oh, it was a boiler. That's what it was. Out of Grays, out of a plumber's merchant. Not a boiler, generator, little generator. Going to Bourne. It was going to a big factory, which when I got there, they didn't really know much about it, and it was engineers on the factory who don't actually work for the factory. Phoned the shipper, had a bit of communication with the shipper to see, and yep, they got the man who come and found it. It was all good. So that was 95 quid. It was good. Nice steady drive up the A1. And then managed to pick another job up. Again, I was just not bad. The weather's been pants. Monday and Tuesday, rain after rain. And I picked a job up I was at Bourne, and I picked a job up Melton Mowbray, which again, fair distance from where I was, but it was to Rugby, which gets me near home. Gets me very, 20 miles, 25 miles from home. Quoted on that. This was the plumber's merchant. This was a boiler, and it was from one store to another. So it's transfer of stock from Melton Mowbray to Rugby. Quoted 45, which was good mileage, good pence per mile, and yep, I got that one as well. Melton Mowbray, there wasn't no drivers in Melton Mowbray. The nearest one was Leicester. I was Bourne. I cut across. I did the road from Bourne to Melton Mowbray. Any motorbikers on here who subscribe, that is the road. It is, if you go from Melton Mowbray to Bourne, the first bit is all 50 limit. It's all twisters. Never used to be. And we used to fly around there. Jesus. Just some real near things around there. But then you get halfway across and then the 50 average stops and you can have a little bit of fun. But yeah, decent road. So note well. But it was chucking it down all the way there. Delivered Melton Mowbray to Rugby, Delivered it Rugby. And decided I'm going to potter home. It was 25 miles, I can cope with that. I did 329 miles, 8 miles more that day, and I got £212. Taking off 6 quid for the Dartford Bridge and tunnel coming back, so 206. So again, it's pretty average. And it was 2 days after last week. Last week was just manic, very, very busy, very long hours. And I decided I was going to have just a steady few days, just no stress. And apart from the weather, which was pants, it was pretty much that. So, coming on to today, I hadn't booked nothing in up till about 7 o'clock at night. I hadn't got nothing booked in, this was yesterday for today. And then I just had to look at the feed. And there was a job on there, not far from me, only to Rochford, which is just north of Southend. And it was one item, one small pallet. 40 kilo, 25 kilo, small pallet, won it to Rochford, which is north of Southend. I quoted 80 quid, which was about 75 pence a mile, all in. That was from my house to delivery. And got a phone call quite quickly from a very nice, I haven't worked for these before, this courier, but he seemed really nice bloke. And yeah, just seemed very pleasant. And he's given me good reviews today. I dropped it off. Said I'd drop it off for 12:30, got there for 12:10. Didn't have to pick it up till 10 in the morning. I got there about 10 to 10. So it was a nice late start today. I didn't start work today till about 25 past 9. So nice, walk the dog. Yeah, nice lay in. So drop that in Rochford today. And then I'm looking for a job. And I went and parked up in Southend, only about 6 miles away. Went and parked up in Tesco's in Southend, near the airport, not far from the airport. And there weren't a lot about. There was one on there, Southend to SE10, which is COVID, but that weren't picking up to 10 to 4. And then there was one on there from Harlow to Letchworth and one drop between. For a courier company that I've done a fair bit of work for. Now I'm on first name terms with them. And I thought, he won't take it, but I just want something to get me near. Because bike night, it was bike night tonight, where I've been to. I've only just got home. I thought he won't. It'd be a bit much for this. Come 30 mile away. I can get there within the hour, but I'm almost 30 mile away. But I put a quote in, and believe it or not, he phoned me up pretty sharpish, and said, "Dave, you quoted on job out of Harlow." I said, "Yeah." did you see my notes? I put in the notes. I'm in Southend. It's going to be, I'm 30 miles, 50 minutes away. He said, yeah, that's fine. He says, you got to go. It's two pickups and one drop off. You're meeting a driver. I said, fair enough. So that's what happened. I went and it was hospitals, striker cases, and I picked one up from Harlow, just one striker case, fluked it, drove in the hospital. I drive around sort of circular looking for the sterilised services, and I thought, well, I'll just park right. I went right around the back, come around. I thought, well, there's a van here, parked near it, and straight to the left said sterile services department. Couldn't have fluked it any better. So it took me 2 minutes, straight in the van. The second one was a private hospital in Sawbridgeworth. Does that ring a bell? Picked 3 striker cases up from there and delivered them to a driver in Letchworth, Garden City. So it was pretty full on. I quite like it now. I quite like it having a bit of a challenge, trying to find stuff and that. Yeah, it just makes it interesting. I got 46 quid for that. So that was alright. I did 126 then. And I'm thinking, well, if I don't get it, I'm just going to go bike night, have an easy day, lose a few bob. But then a job come up from Hitchin to Peterborough. I thought, well, that's not too shabby. It's only 12 miles away. I quoted 45 quid on it, up to Peterborough. I thought, yeah, it was 58 quid all in. 58 miles all in. Yeah, and I got that as well. And that was picking up from a hospital in Hitchin, private hospital, going to another private hospital in Peterborough, and it was taking some stock. They was borrowing some stock, and that was pretty much it. I'd got that, and when I got to Peterborough, I thought, right, I'll drive back, and I'll go to the bike night. On the way back, got a phone call from a shipper that gives me plenty of work, who looks after me, doesn't put anything on the CX, he offers it me first, and he said, Dave, got a long run tomorrow if you're interested, Cheltenham, Cardiff, Exeter, which I've done regular. I do quite regular. It's a good earner for me. I can pick up, which I have done. I've picked it up already. And I can be in Cheltenham at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be a 6 o'clock start for me. And I can get tipped Cheltenham, Cardiff by about 9:30. And I shall be in Exeter by midday, tipped. And I've got £184.50 on that. Because it's calculated by a computer. And I will be tipping in Exeter and looking for a job and having a mega day tomorrow so I can have a DJ Friday. A quick note, I'll move this around. Here's my girl, Millie. Who's that? That's my girl. She's as mad as a bloody hatter. 14-year-old dog. What are you doing? Good girl. Right, come on, out. Go on. Yep, she's fighting fit after a seizure. Week last Sunday after a seizure. She hasn't had one since. She's fighting fit. Scared the shit out of me, to be honest. Yeah, love her. And that's it. So I've got the load on for tomorrow. Today, I did 285 miles, so I did an easy day, 171 quid. Only averaged out at 60 pence a mile, but I've also picked the load up for tomorrow, and it's at my house, so it's just a matter of I don't have to go and pick it up. Can't pick it up tomorrow because I open that early. So good. So really pleased. Monday to Wednesday. I'm nearly on target. I'm about 20 quid off, but with tomorrow's 185 quid up to midday, I'll get some out of Exeter. I'm sure I will in the afternoon. If not, I'll stay down there and come home Friday. But I'm sure I'll get someone up to Bristol or even drive up halfway, pick someone up Taunton, Barnstable, Plymouth, anything like that. Axminster. Yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty of places. So hopefully get a job back. Even if it's only back to Bristol, it'll just get me money right up. Or if it's a long job up to Manchester or something like that, or London, I'll take it. So I'm looking for a busy day tomorrow. So it's all good. Weather is pants. I'm thinking about Christmas already. I haven't worked. Didn't work last year between Christmas and New Year. It's just not worth it. There's not enough work to get me home. It may change because I've just done. My first year, my year ending was end of November. So over the weekend I'm going to do all my yearly stuff, and I'll know where I stand. So hopefully I'll have a good idea of my fixed costs, my variable costs, how much it is over a year, how much gross I take, and yeah, generally work it all out ready for my accountant to have a look at. Yeah, been a good year. Yep, it's definitely picked up. It's when you start on this. Another thing I've got 200, over 200 now, 5-star reviews. Everyone's a good review. I haven't got any bad reviews. I've got over 200, and I think that's feedback, good feedback. I think that helps as well. In fact, I know it helps because a couple of shippers have said to me, "I'm going to give it to you. You've got mega feedback. I know the job's going to get done." So, very happy with that. So all in all, good 3 days. Got tomorrow. Get a good tomorrow. Got to get back Friday because the Saints are playing. It's the European against Racing 92. Night game at Franklin's Gardens. Oh boy, 8 o'clock kickoff. It'll be rocking. French got a mega team. They got to the final, I think, last year. Can't remember now. No, they didn't. They got to the semi-final, but they're a top team. But we are playing well at home. It's going to be fireworks. Yeah, it's going to be fireworks. Got to get stuck into them. Oh, come on. So I've got to get back. It's 8 o'clock kickoff, so I can still do a Good Friday. If I'm out Thursday, I'll come back Friday from Exeter or wherever, Southwest or wherever I am. Or if I can get home Thursday, I'm just going to poodle around a few jobs, because if I do get home Thursday, that means I've had a mega day, because I'll get Exeter back to the Midlands is another 170, 180 quid, 200 quid. So that makes it a 350, 380 day. So Friday I can just poodle around, a couple of little jobs, have an early day, ready for the rugby. So, sorry about the lighting, it's really poor. But, all good. So, I'm going to do a little video. Two people have asked me, private messaged me actually. I seem to be at target every week, and they can't. They can't get. I'm hitting 1,000 a week. I mean, I did 1,200 last week, 1,000, and they're asking me, how the bloody hell, you must do something they're not doing. There's no secret for it. In fact, I'll do it now. I'll do this video. I think the thing is, I'm in a really good area. I'm based in Northampton, and it is a mega area for work around here. Anywhere around here, within 20 miles, there's a lot of places to get work. As you know, if you're a courier driver, the Midlands is a really good area. I think the other reason I do it, I'm very flexible. I will work Monday to Friday. I will tramp, unless I've got something on, but I will tramp out. I'm quite happy to work long hours. I do long hours. I do 50 hours plus every week, Monday to Friday. I'll pretty much go anywhere. And also, the longer you've in it, this is my first year up, I think the longer you're on the CX, the more experience you get. How to price jobs, how to where to go, the areas to go. I will risk going to an area that might be a bit iffy, like Charteris last week, Bourne. I'll risk it. I'll put extra money on it. So if I have to drive to a city nearby, I've got a bit of money in it. But I'm quite happy. I'm flexible. I will do it, and I'm getting good feedback. When I started, obviously no feedback. I had to get in touch with companies and say, look, I've got no feedback, so I've just started. I did it slightly cheaper. I said, if you can give me some feedback. I haven't asked for feedback after 2 months when I started. I don't ask for feedback. If people give me feedback, it's brilliant. I always give shippers feedback when I do their invoices. When they pay me, I always give them good feedback if it's on time. Even if it's just a bit later in time, always give them good feedback, because I don't think I've worked for a bad shipper. Perhaps one or two I wouldn't particularly want to work for again, because I think they're just, just not quite up to it. But that's the reasons, I think. I'm in a very good area. I think if I was based somewhere, I don't know, Lincolnshire or Mid Wales, you would struggle. You'd have to travel, and a lot of dead miles. I did dead miles a lot when I started. I don't do many dead miles now. I don't do too many anyway. I just think you're reliable. If you're reliable and you're honest and you communicate with shippers, I think they're good for you. I think they'll if you're good to them, they'll be good to you. But that's the only reason I think I can hit my targets. I've got in with and also if you get in with a good shipper, and I've got one that's very close to me. He's 4 miles away, who's got a lot of work, and he's happy for me. He likes me to do it because he knows the work's going to get done. I keep him communicating. When I'm done it, I've tipped it. It's all done. I'll phone him or he'll message me to say he's got some work for the next day or he hasn't. And if he hasn't, he even sometimes sends me a message, I haven't got nothing today, Dave. Or if I've done a long job for him and I don't get back, he knows, he says, oh, he's phoned me up before and says, oh, I've got, Southampton Exeter, can you do that tomorrow? And I says, can't, mate, 'cause I'm in Scotland. And he just says, no problem, mate, not a problem. And he'll put it, he puts it on the CXM. So, yeah, that's the only reasons I can think that I can hit 1,000. It's because I'm quite happy to put in. I look through my book. Here's my book. I look in, and every week I look in, it's pretty full, and I've been at 1,000. Once I've hit 1,000, I'm not greedy. I won't. Last week I did 1,260. That was only because of bloody stupid Friday, where I ended up doing jobs everywhere. But that knackered my weekend up because I was shattered at weekend. So, yeah. Once I get to my 1,000, I'm happy. That's good enough. That'll keep me ticking over, give me enough money to earn for me to live the way I want to live, to pay the bills, and to put a bit by for, maintenance on a van and all that. And I can work out my maintenance. I've been through 2 sets of tyres this year. I'll be done. I think I will be done about between 65 and 70,000 miles this year. But like I say, I'm going to work all this out. So, I won't rant on anymore because it's getting on a bit. Hope you're all making money. And if you want any comments, if you want to subscribe, I will try and get back to you if you're making comments. And if you subscribe, that's even better. And if you give me a like, brilliant. Speak soon.